It is indeed a very beautiful thing to be here with you today. And of course, it is SAUCE, Source, that wonderful program you always want to watch. And of course, today happens to be very special because the creative economy has been on, and this is what Anambra State has been discussing and going through. And in the light of the creative economy, I have so many people that the governor, our amiable governor, has decided to bring in to make sure that his word is not just written or said, but it is something that is going to be put into action. I'm talking about our wonderful governor, Chief Dr. Willie Obiano. Yes, and of course, my name is Pascal Osibo, and this is how I welcome you to the Source. And of course, I'm not going to be anchoring this alone. I have my co-host with me.
I am Ifeyinwa Arono, and it's so good to have you on the Source today. Well, it's a big day for everyone who is part of the creative industry in Anambra State. They have reason to laugh. If I were an artist in Anambra, I should declare at this point.
Of course.
I should call friends to celebrate with me.
And if I am not watching right now, then maybe I'm not so serious about my profession, because we have the right people to digest what we're talking about, and that is the creative economy. First on our list here is the chairman of the Anambra State Youth Empowerment, Entrepreneurship and Creative Economy Council. He was just sworn in recently to take this position. Sworn in today, actually, to take this position. I'm talking about Dr. Nicholas Okoye. Sir, you're welcome to the Source.
It's good to have you, sir.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Glad to be here.
And just by his side, we have the chairman and founder of Dragon Africa. He is Mr. Obi Asika. So it's so good to have you.
Thank you so much. Good to be here. Good to be here.
And of course, this is the part that gets to interest me so much when it comes to the movies, because that is my own part. If you've heard about the ABS Film Academy, then you should be knowing who you're watching right now. I'm talking about the big fish, the biggest fish you can ever think of when it comes to the industry, when it comes to the industry filming and what have you. I am talking about Mr. Kenneth Mbaro. He is the CEO Film House Cinema and also a member of this wonderful committee. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be here.
It's amazing to know that the creative industry in Anambra State, is going to the next level. With the caliber of people that we have in this council, I mean, the expectation is so high. Yes, and that is why we want to know. A lot has happened in the film industry in Nigeria in recent times. It's not like film is now a big deal.
It's now the main thing. If you're not in the industry, then you're missing out.
Something.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So now Nigeria currently appreciating movies, and everybody wants to tap into this industry. So I'm going to give this one to you, Mr. Kenneth. The creative economy, do you see movies and entertainment as the breakthrough that Nigeria needs?
Yes, it is. It's already contributing, the creative industry, particularly the film side of things, contributing significantly to the GDP of Nigeria. And cinemas alone generated last year about 4.4 billion naira in only about 30 cinemas, and that's staggering. We haven't even started with what the music industry generated. Film, and this is just cinema alone, without counting digital online, without counting physical, VCD and the rest of them. So it's a huge economy. Now our job is now to structure it, make it a bit more formalized, from beginning to that. I'm sure, Mr. Chairman will talk about it quite a lot, but that is where the youth connect with this, and once that connection is made properly, training and everything in place, I think you will find that oil is not the next future for Nigeria. It's not the future for Nigeria. It will be the creative economy.
Okay.
I think we have to take the chairman up on this one. So it's a big deal to be the chairman of Anambra State Youth Empowerment, Entrepreneurship and Creative Economy Council. I mean, that's a big office. Tell us about this council.
Okay, thank you. I think the first credit goes to the governor.
Okay.
Governor Willie Obiano actually wants to leave a legacy. This is his second term. He has worked in building a foundation in the first term, and he now wants to leave a legacy with his second term.
Yeah.
And he has identified the best partners that he wants to use for his legacy, which are the young people. And so he has felt that the young people need some form of direction, and he wants to give them that direction. And so he asked us to come and help him. Now, if you look at the name of the council, you'll see that it includes empowerment
Yes.
for young people.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
entrepreneurship.
And then it says entrepreneurship, and then it says creative
Economy, which is the big part.
So that they're all big.
They're all big.
They're all big. So from the empowerment standpoint, we're looking at an opportunity to get our young people into jobs.
Okay.
The number one problem in Nigeria is unemployment.
Sure.
And a lot of young people don't have direction as to how they can support themselves.
And get
Okay.
engaged.
I get engaged. So our council, our job will be, okay, where are the opportunities? So we will define those opportunities for these young people. And then we will match them to those opportunities so that young people can have something to do. And in addition to that, we will support them with funding. Some of that funding will come from the state government, but some of that funding will also come from the private sector. So one way or the other, the young people of Anambra State who need to have something to do with their lives in terms of a job or a business will have somewhere to go to. Now the second part is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, as you know, is the bedrock of any economy.
Sure.
If you look at the United States or look at Europe, you find out that 99% of the businesses in the US, for instance, are SMEs, are small and medium scale businesses. And not only are 99% of the businesses SMEs, about 70% of the jobs in the economy are coming from those small and medium scale businesses. So clearly, that's where we need to put our focus if we want to turn Anambra around. And then when it comes to the creative industry, which you love so much.
I love that part because we have so many youths out there, and not just youths, even the elderly ones that have this creative potentials, but it's just that they are not given that opportunity. And most times when it comes to a certain people or a certain age, or you have those restrictions.
Absolutely, I see that's what the committee and the council is going to address.
Sure.
Okay, so from a creative standpoint, the first question you're going to ask yourself if you're watching is, who includes creative industry? What kind of economy are we trying to create?
Yeah.
So we're looking at those folks, of course, that are involved with acting.
Okay.
And then everything around the movie industry. So the movie industry is not just acting.
Yes.
Because acting is just one part,
part.
which is in front of the camera.
Sure.
So there are a lot of folks behind the camera.
Well over 20-something offices there.
Exactly. So there are technicians, there are all kinds of folks involved behind the camera. So that whole industry is captured. Then you talk about the music industry, and the music industry in Nigeria, as you know, is growing through leaps and bounds.
Yes, with the likes of Davido hitting an international
You
award.
see, Davido and
Wizkid and
Timaya, Wizkid, they're not the real heroes. The real heroes are the folks who are behind the scenes, the producers, the writers, the folks who are putting those guys together.
Mr. Obi here, and you have a link. You've worked with Netosi, you've worked with so many of them. So I think this committee is really loaded. Can you share a little experience when it comes to that industry?
Well, I mean, first of all, like as my colleague said, it's very nice to be here, and it's good to be home. And that's the first thing for all of us. And first of all, we love your studio.
Thank you very much.
It looks great. It looks great. We've been in a lot of studios, right?
All thanks to the governor.
Well, no, you've got to commend the governor. And as Nikki said, the reality of the thing is that if we were not impressed by what he's trying to do, we wouldn't be here.
Sure.
We've been doing this thing at a world-class level for 20 years.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we did the first Big Brother Nigeria in 2005, 6.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
We took Nigerian music worldwide. So we will take Anambra worldwide. It's really that simple. The issue is we're here. And because we're here, we know that the talent is here. The capacity. Nikki just touched on the sort of little elements of the creative industry. You've got to look at fashion. You've got to look at hair and beauty. You've got to look at so many other elements.
So that means we're looking forward to seeing Lagos in Anambra State.
No,
We're going to surpass Lagos.
Better.
Wow. Because Lagos has turned out to be where every entertainer, everybody in the creative economy is.
Well, we made Lagos. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wow.
Lagos is great. But guess what? Here, this has unique DNA. It's not even about being bigger. Let's first of all unlock what is within and push it out to the world. And when we share it with the world, I have no doubt that what we have here is world class.
Yes, you're still watching The Source on ABS Television. We're still right here in the studio with the big fishes, unquote. We're talking of the council, that is Anambra State Youth Empowerment, Entrepreneurship and Creative Economy Council. We have the chairman and the members right here with us. So we're still asking questions. We want to know what the council will be up to in the coming months. So we would like to know. Well, this council is all about the young people. It's all about engaging us, empowering us, and the young Anambra out there is asking the question: how do I even get into this? Since you say it's for me.
Absolutely. I think the first thing we're going to do, which the governor, even His Excellency mentioned it today, is we're going to take an entire database of all the young people in Anambra that are unemployed.
Okay.
And we're going to extend that to include those that are underemployed.
Okay.
Now, unemployed are folks who do not have a job. And then underemployed are folks who are qualified,
yes,
but they're doing a job that they're too highly qualified for. So far below their capacity. They're not happy with what they're doing. So we're going to look at those two demographics and we're going to register them. And then we're going to use that as a yardstick to measure our progress over the next few months and years. So that when the intervention schemes that are approved by the council and subsequently His Excellency are being implemented, we know who has benefited, and we can clearly celebrate those who have benefited, and those who have benefited can equally, celebrate the government for intervening in their lives.
So are we looking to see maybe registration points for us to come and register? Or
Absolutely. This is the 21st century. So
social media as well. Yes.
Nobody is going to be saying
no voting is not pulling center.
I just want to be sure.
No, it's going to be done online.
Yeah, it's far bigger than people can imagine now.
Yeah.
So when is it creative economy? Yeah. So a lot of people, like you described earlier, a lot of people have talent, creative talent. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Think about Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook.
Okay.
When he started, these guys, with his mates, and they can program, they could program, and they were building all sorts of little programs software, and software stuff, out of the garage, At least 500,000 Anambra youths are doing that at that stage right now.
Yes.
So what's the difference? How did Mark Zuckerberg get into Facebook economy? And our guys are still focused on just the creativity. That's our focus. So it's not just creativity to teach you a skill.
It's the business.
It's the business of that creativity. That's why it's creative economy.
Yeah.
So a whole lot of initiatives will come out, like the chairman said, where you're going to be trained, you're going to be equipped to drive that creativity into an economy.
Okay, and funny enough, I think this one is, when God has a plan for His people, He makes sure that He tries to put it on a very good platter for you to eat and enjoy yourself. And that brings me to the ABS Film Academy. And the three of you are supposed to be there or would be there tomorrow by 10 a.m. What do people that are coming out there tomorrow for the masterclass, what do they hope to gain from that masterclass? Because I know it's going to be
Let them start with us.
I think we're just going to give little snippets of our expertise, to impact on the students,
Yes.
And just to focus a lot of their foundational not learning, because it's easy to learn 1 + 1, but we just want to focus on the application of what 1 + 1 is.
Okay.
1 + 1 is equal to 2. But we need to apply it. We need to just teach them. The little time we'll be with them, how to apply 1 + 1, and to get an economy that is 2. Not just a number that is 2. It's sounding very complex.
Obviously, tomorrow you'll have the opportunity to break it out down to them.
Just give them a little snippet of what we've been doing for years.
I think it's also about hope.
Okay, so if you want to be part of that, we are going to do well to have it on a live streaming. Yes, all you have to do is to be log into your Facebook account and hook up to ABS page, and you'll be able to watch a live stream streaming of that class tomorrow, because we want to empower not just the academy students but you all out there.
As well.
And this is one of the advantages. When we talked about the ABS Film Academy, now the students have a whole lot to gain. You just be having the live streaming, but the academy students will be having a physical conversation with these people. So when the next door opens for the ABS Film Academy, trust me, you wouldn't want to miss it out, because this is strong. So many of you didn't believe in it, but now you're seeing, because of the say, when you see, you get to believe.
I think Mr. Obi had something to add to that.
Well, in terms of what will happen tomorrow,
Yes.
I think it's also about letting people know that these things are real.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people watch TV and they see David or Wizkid. They don't know how that happened,
Yes.
right? And many of us created a lot of these things. So at the end of the day, the business of entertainment, as opposed to just entertainment, is a very different thing. Yeah,
Okay.
how to transfer your basic talent to a professional product is a specific skill set. Yeah? So there's a lot of things in the value chain that have to happen. And the truth of the matter is that with the council that His Excellency has set up, our relationship with the ABS, who is going to be a key strategic partner to the council, I'm very sure that over the next 4 years, we're going to have a situation where in 4 years' time, you wouldn't have to ask anybody in Anambra what is the creative economy, because they'll be operating in it on a day-to-day basis and working and earning money. And that is the key of the whole thing.
Amazing.
Okay, so
Good.
basically, yeah, some people are itching because maybe NEPA is taking the light, they can't watch the TV anymore. Don't worry, we're going to be live again in a few minutes. We're going to be on radio, ABS 88.5 FM. That one is open to everyone. You're going to listen to decent conversation live on radio. So please hold your radio close by. Then I want to go to this. So many people are itching for something, like we've been praying for this in Anambra State. We do travel from Anambra State to Delta State just to watch a quality movie. Sometimes we go as far as Enugu, even Imo State. And Anambra State has the capacity to have something we call a cinema. And now I have the biggest, the right person, the CEO of the biggest cinema we can ever think of. Recently in Lagos, we heard of the IMAX studio, which was launched as a 4K screen, a 4K studio. And for those who don't know what 4K is, there's a large screen that has good image quality. What we record our movies in is a 1K, maybe 1980 by 1020. But now we're talking of a 4K, which is 4 times the normal 10.
4 stories.
You know what?
Yes, a 4-story building.
Exactly.
That's the size of the
But there's
screen.
something about Film House, apart from the movie, you know. The ice cream, I miss it so much. I miss the 3D screen. I screamed on the day. Oh my! So I don't know when can we get that.
When are we bringing Film House to Anambra State?
What His Excellency has done is the beginning of, adding on the big things that he's done already.
Yes.
Cinema will come. I dare say that in the next 12 months or in the next 18 months, Awka will have more cinemas than any other city apart from Lagos in Nigeria.
Oh my
Wow.
God. For the next.
I wish this was radio. I would have brought out my bell and started ringing.
I felt like doing some. Oh my days.
Yes,
That's
it's the research is happening now. The plans are happening.
Wow.
And in fact, there are cinemas being built now.
Whoa.
As we speak.
So, which
Yeah,
means
I
the
can't
next
wait.
big movie, the next Black Panther, we're going to watch it live here in Anambra State.
I think so.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Okay, Sir Obi, I want this to be your last words to them, but I wanted to channel to the aspect of the music industry. What are the plans to support young people? Just in a minute, what are the plans to support young musicians?
Well, the first thing we'll do with them is to help them to become professional.
Okay.
There's, music like anything else is a process, right? So I don't need another Wizkid. I have Wizkid already.
Wow.
So
Amen to that.
No, but listen, you have to understand
Okay.
what I'm saying. I want an original artist.
Yes.
Artists have been coming to us for 20 years telling us I'm the next Wizkid, I'm the next P Square, I'm the next Davido.
You want the
That's
next-
irrelevant.
I'm the next
I want the
Pascal.
next you
Next
Wow.
TVP.
of yourself. Exactly. If you
You
can
could,
say
you could say,
Now,
say it so it can be an amen. You want the next Pascal.
Can you sing? Have you got the
I can
attitude?
do something else.
But interesting, just before lunch.
We just met a couple of twins.
We met it,
12 years old. They're going to be at the master class tomorrow. You never know.
Wow.
5 years time, they might be bigger than Wizkid. That's how it goes.
Okay, so, sir, what do you have to say? Last words.
I think it's exciting being back home, you know, and the potential that is out here is just amazing, you know, and thankfully this council has been set up, and hopefully and by God's grace we will help nurture and grow the talent that is here.
Thank you so much. And then the chairman, I mean, people are expecting so much. Can this council deliver?
Of course, the council can deliver. I mean, I think what the governor tried to achieve was to pick some of the most accomplished professionals and entrepreneurs in their fields and bring us together to work to deliver on his vision for young people. And if you look across the board in terms of the mandate we've been given, all the key areas that are of concern to young people, empowerment, entrepreneurship, technology, you know, the creative industry, all those areas are areas that we're going to focus on. Now, one key thing that I want to leave the audience with is for them to know that Anambra has already distinguished itself in what I call hard power. Okay, so we have folks like Innocent that has built an automobile plant. We have folks like Chikason that has about 11 different industries. You know, we have quite a number of well-accomplished entrepreneurs doing industries in hard products, and some of them are doing quite well across the world. Where we have not yet harnessed is soft power. And that is now where we're going with this council.
All right.
Power. This is going to be greater than oil.
Trust me.
I mean, the best way, I want to leave this with you. The best way for you to envisage what is about to happen is to think of California.
Wow.
California is the best example because that's an industry, that's a state in America that has the entertainment industry and the software industry.
Do you know something now?
That's what Anambra is going to be.
I'm not just going to think of California. Right now, I am in California.
Yes, this is California, Nigeria. And this is what we're giving to Nigeria. Anambra's gift to be putting it to Nigeria.
Absolutely.
Creative economy will become a big thing in Nigeria very
definitely.
soon.
And anybody that wants to get into the creative industry will come to Anambra.
All right, trust me, if we let them, they're going to keep talking and talking and talking, because when you have knowledge, when you have people that are well knowledge about what they're doing, and you just can't stop them. But trust me, I have to stop them. I have to let them go. And this is where we come to the end of the program.
Quite some sauce.
Yes.
Quite some sauce.
Yes, really, this is a huge sauce, like chicken salad, fruit salad.
Hot sauce.
This human salad or human.
What about the hot sauce? The hot sauce.
Okay, hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
I like that.
So much.
All right, till we come your way again. My name is Pascal Osubo, and
I am Ife Arono. Thanks for watching.
of course, hot sauce is over.
Bye.
Bye.